Hi there, it's Claire. I didn't really mention why I'm going to Thailand. If you haven't seen my latest video, it's because my mom is over there currently and she's been there for a couple months, and that's where she's from, and I used to live there, so it's a visiting trip for 2.5 weeks. Okay guys, currently in the airport with my luggage, and I'm about to check my bag. It's my bag size. Guys, it's already been an adventure. Here I am eating a Cinnabon. I haven't tried it yet, but it looks so good, and I walked past the Cinnabon and I thought, you know, I'm on vacation, so we got ourselves a Cinnabon. Coming in was a little bit interesting. I mentioned that earlier. They sort of gave me a hard time about money, and they were asking me when I was trying to get my tickets if I had 20,000 baht, which is equivalent to $714 in US. And that was a really, really weird question. It took about 10 minutes to figure out, and then they said, well, if you have credit cards, you're okay. So, very, very weird. It was a weird experience to start off. Security went well though, didn't get pulled over. I emptied my pockets because you know that if you were watching when I went to Belize, I didn't empty my pocket and I got scanned and patted down for a chapstick. But enough talking, let's try this cinnamon roll together. I'm so excited, you guys. It's not everything I hoped and dreamed for, but it's still good. It just doesn't taste very fresh. Boarding is 20 minutes away, and yes, I am sitting on the floor behind an art gallery in the Knoxville airport. Guys, there's planes behind me. It's really getting real that I'm about to travel to the other side of the world by myself in just 20 minutes. Oh, wow. I am honestly getting a little bit nervous because this is very new to me, and yeah, just excited, nervous, happy to see Mom. It's gonna be a good trip and a good experience for sure. So I will see you all on the plane. I'll try and get some footage there. It will start to get dark pretty soon, and then I'll update you all once I'm in Dallas, because I have around a 3.5 hour layover there, and I might get something to eat. Thinking about Panda Express, one of those side dishes. That way I don't waste food and I can actually eat it all. I can't believe I'm here. Oh, right. I'll see you all in touchdown in Dallas, and I did manage to secure some Chick-fil-A. If you're thinking, I thought we were going to see a ton of airplane clips, I have some unfortunate and very sad news. The window seat that I was sitting at did not have a window. It was not a window seat, it was a wall seat. The window was behind me, and I couldn't really get any clips filming of the takeoff or the landing. And a little funny story, I saw that there was a window behind me and the window was closed, so I just looked at it and I kept thinking about it, and I opened it even though it was technically not mine, and then the person that was sitting next to it, the row behind me, ended up closing it halfway through the flight. But I wanted to see out in the pretty sky and the clouds. That is my favorite part about flying, and I feel like it's just so trapped in if you don't open the windows. So just a little fun fact about me is I was on that entire flight for around 2 hours, and I just stared outside, listened to some music, charged up my phone. I do need to find a charging station in a little bit to make sure that my iPad is charged. And I think that's all I'm gonna do. I got a chicken sandwich, and if you're wondering if they use the app or if you can use any free rewards, because I had a reward for a sandwich, the answer is no, it's the airport. Let's see, the flight was overall really good. I sat next to just some standard people. There was a little toddler in the aisle seat, and I was basically the wall seat. The toddler was so cute, super fun. I'm gonna eat because I'm pretty hungry, and I got a 15-hour flight to look forward to. I am hopeful that we'll get some good shots of the night sky and maybe even a sunrise. It was really not too hard to find the gate here. I was a little bit worried and stressed. That's why I didn't film anything until I got here and got food. That was the #1 goal. Chick-fil-A and a side of goldfish. It's charge your electronics time. I'm casually hanging out at a different gate because my gate is a little more crowded and I wanted to film a little bit. Since you guys are the only ones I have to talk to, I'm gonna just keep on talking. I wanted to share with you all something that my mom told me, and it was to put on compression socks before a long flight. I was kind of skeptical of it, but honestly my feet and my legs are already starting to be kind of sore from sitting so much. I'm gonna be hanging out here. What they are, they go all the way up to here. There's no one around me. I have no friends that wanted to come with me on this last-minute adventure. Traveling alone is very weird. I am fairly confident that I enjoy traveling better with other people because then you have someone to talk to and share that experience with. But right now, it's a little bit lonely. Landed in Doha. This is the first look at the airport. I'll try and give you guys more of a tour later, but I was very confused when I got here. I had no idea where I was going. So I finally found this little information desk and she told me the gate. I'm going to B3 and it was the complete opposite direction. Guys, there's the bear. So when my mom came here a couple months ago, she took a picture next to the bear. So I want to do that as well. Oh my goodness, this airport is so fancy. The flight was really good. It ended up being just over 14 hours, so not as close to 15 as I thought it'd be. I'll talk to you when I find my gate and get all settled and try and give you all a proper tour and more of a sit-down video of everything that happened on the plane. All right, it's finally time to talk about the flight over here. And so I was saying 14 hours in total, and I sat next to an older couple, and it was crazy going into the flight because everybody was dressed differently. There was a lot of Middle Eastern people. Some of them were dressed in Indian saris, and the couple next to me, the lady was wearing a traditional sari, which was very interesting. I don't know how people do it though. It does not seem comfortable, but I think if you're used to it, it's not too bad. Got on the flight and they had to change my tickets because I had an American Airlines ticket, but since it's flying from Qatar, I know I'm saying that wrong. They switched it over to match that airline. And then I checked in and they had an iPad screen thing to scan your face. They took your picture, scanned the passport, and scanned the ticket. And then you walked in and you sat down. I'll tell you guys some of the amenities. Oh, my mom's, she's messaging, everything okay? Thanks, Mom, after I said I was so confused. They had a little mini pillow. I don't think I was able to film that because it was very cramped in there. A very lightweight fleece blanket, a pair of headphones, and then a toiletries kit, toothbrush, toothpaste, and I'm not sure what socks and a mask. So that's all that was included. So I get down and I sit in the flight, just kind of hanging out, and all of a sudden I get really sleepy because I got 5 hours of sleep the night before. And then I finally am starting to drift off to sleep, and then I hear there's a lunch thing coming around. So the lunch cart with the flight attendants come around, and I look at the time, it's 12:54 in the morning, and they're serving, I guess it was dinner. It was crazy. And I told myself, I thought, well, there's always a new first time for everything, so you better believe I tried dinner at 12:54 a.m. And the options were a vegetarian option, so I don't know what that was because I didn't get it. I'm sure it was vegetables and rice of some sort. And then the one I did get was chicken and rice. And that flight attendant, he was a guy, he was so funny. He goes, "Do you want some chicken and rice?" And he was all excited at, midnight. I took a few bites of it, but I don't know, it might have been just the timing and the fact that I had ate a Chick-fil-A sandwich maybe 4-ish hours earlier. I wasn't super hungry, and then it was really wet from the condensation. You peeled back and it was dripping with water, and the roll was wet too. And after a few bites, I couldn't really eat much more, but I did manage to finish off the chocolate mousse. It was a little more settling. I'm not a big person to eat things that are not outside their meal time frames, so I like breakfast to be in the morning, lunch to be in the afternoon, and dinner to be in the evening. Just personal preferences. I ended up falling asleep for 5 hours, which I thought was pretty impressive, especially being on a plane. Must have been really tired. I had the window open, but somehow it got closed. I think maybe the person next to me closed it while I was asleep. Then the next meal was another chicken and rice, and they had options vegetarian, omelet, or the chicken and rice. And I chose chicken and rice again. I didn't eat it though because this time it was served at 6:30 a.m. our time, but I have no idea what time in Doha. I did end up eating the yogurt with the blackberry, I think it was possibly blackberry or huckleberry fruit on top, and that yogurt was so sour. I ate it all though because I thought it's breakfast, I should try and eat some because I'm not going to be fed on my next flight. And the one next to me, she couldn't speak any English, but she just set her yogurt onto my plate, and I didn't really want it, but she saw that I ate all of mine. She assumed that I liked it and gave it to me, and I didn't want to be rude, so I had to end up eating a second yogurt that I didn't really love, but that's okay. It was really sweet of her to think of that, and she kept asking me the time. She'd point to my watch, and I said, "I don't think this is right, but here's a time for you," and fun fact, it was not right, it was completely off. My times on my devices didn't end up adjusting until I got to Doha. But that was pretty much the flight. Nothing crazy happened. It was a little bit cramped in there, very full. Didn't mind too much because I just love flying, and it's so crazy that I'm in another country, you guys. And the next flight, this is gonna be the icing on the cake. I am flying on an Airbus A380 for 7 hours from Doha to Bangkok. I have seen these planes on TV, and I always thought it was really cool, the double-deckers. And now I'm gonna fly on one, and I didn't even know it until after I booked it and was looking. You can see Burberry in case your flight wasn't expensive enough. Gucci. A bunch of shopping areas. Harrods. I think that's a London brand over there. You can see behind me, we got a very big bear. And I'm just casually walking around. I read a little bit on it and it said it's something about a Swiss artist that made it. Please give a comment to how great this commentary is being. Oh, there's another bear. The theme is bears. An Apple store. A fancy looking car that I have no idea what that's about. You guys, I don't even know what time zone it is anymore. I'm so confused. I'm thinking about eating a little bit more before my flight, but at the same time, I don't know if it's night or day. I don't know. Because currently, Doha time, I'm in the Hamid Airport. It's almost 11 p.m. I'm really tired actually. I would love to go to sleep, but can't yet. And I'm definitely not sleeping all through my Airbus experience. I want to remember that. This is the fanciest airport I've ever been to that I can remember. I thought Dallas was fancy. This place is a luxury mall with planes attached to it. That is the plane I'm about to be getting on in only an hour and 17 minutes. The famous Airbus. We just checked in and I got my boarding pass scanned and my passport scanned, so I think I'm good to go. 7 hours. I am in Thailand, finally. Now I just need to figure out how to go through security and immigration. I thought they were gonna give us one of those T6 immigration forms on the plane, but they didn't. So, not really sure where I'm going, but I'm here. Say anything?
It's too close.
Huh?
I'm glad you're here.
I'm glad you're here.
Yeah, you have to be glad that I'm here.
That's some Thai money.
If not, we're gonna.
สมัยก่อนมาส่งไอ้อ้วนแม่งเป็นร้อยเลย
There is a Thai garbage truck.
It's not a garbage.
What is it?
It's the produce truck.
Oh, scratch that. It's a produce truck. Oh, look, there's a McDonald's right there.
Yeah, at the gas
McDonald's.
station.
Yep. It's called McDonald's.
That's Starbucks.
Ooh, Starbucks. That's a fancy Starbucks. Probably can't see any of this. But we're in the car. We have about 40-minute drive.
Oh no.
No? 20-minute drive, maybe?
Yeah.
20 minutes to get to her house, her childhood house. I got some Japanese tea, courtesy of Mom. It's called Tea Meister Legend. And then she's currently preparing me some egg tarts. On a mission to go find some food. Yeah. We're walking to the SkyTrain, right? And then we're gonna get on the SkyTrain and go eat something really good. Power lines. We're at Bang Na SkyTrain. Just ate some coconut ice cream. It was really good. It was 15 baht for a small cup. I'll insert a picture. I didn't get a video because it started raining, but thankfully it stopped. So 30-cent ice cream. SkyTrain is coming. Mom just got me a ticket, 500 baht, which is equivalent to maybe $12-ish.
Not empty like this.
Really? It's
Yeah.
because it's late,
It's
right?
packed. Yeah.
What mall are we at? Phnom Penh?
Emporium
Oh, we're at Emporium Mall
and Emportier is on that.
and some other name I can't pronounce.
Emportier.
Emportier. So these are the signs.
Yeah, I want you to
Chanel. This is all the stuff that I will never be able to afford and don't really want to. But in case you are interested in Chanel products, there's one right there. The skyline. Oh, look at the traffic. That is traffic.
That is like a small.
Oh my goodness.
That's the traffic to get out of the mall if you drive.
Wow. We're gonna walk around and see what we're thinking about eating.
More food than here.
More food.
I don't know why it's all
I'm very overwhelmed.
มีอันนี้ขายลูกแต่มี
You
น้ำ
should
โค้กด้วย
try. It's like
ทานให้ด้วย
$2 for one macaron. It's so cool.
Suspicious.
Half of the loaf only 36 $1.
$1 for half a loaf. Pad Thai with chicken has been secured. And what do you have, Mom?
Chicken and rice.
Chicken and rice. What's that?
Blood. Chicken blood.
Here I thought that that was chocolate. We went back to the Japanese bakery and this is what we got. Milk bread with powdered sugar on top. And then this is our view. I think it's a powdered sugar mixture on top.
And real sugar.
Yeah, like
Powdered sugar and real sugar.
real sugar, not the fake stuff. It is 100% all natural sugar on top. And then the bread tastes buttery. So there's some butter in it too.
Definitely.
Next up is gonna be the coffee roll. I think that's better than the one we just tried. Light and fluffy, like a pillow.
It's not.
I think the jet lag is finally starting to catch up with me. It is 5:55, not even 6 o'clock. And I'm ready to go to bed now. We'll see how much longer I last. Really, really glad to be here and explore Bangkok in the city. Delta 3. It's not me. I hope. Oh, no. Oh, gosh.
وذلك حفظا للأمن والسلامة. Attention please. For security reasons, any baggage left unattended.
Oh yeah, I want my blanket. I want the blanket. I'm cold right now. Cold right now. Cold right now.
To maybe $12-ish US.
You're doing this. I'm sweating.
That's the sweat.